Assalamualaikum, welcome to Roshan Academy. Here is our next topic, that is arc discharge method. It is the bottom up approach method, and it is also a physical method of bottom up approach. So how this process occurs? This process creates a vapor by arc discharge between the two electrodes. These electrodes are made of carbon and these are cathode and anode. So this process forms single wall carbon nanotube. The temperature should be 2500 to 2000 degrees Celsius. It can exceed to 28,000 Celsius as well. So the voltage is 20 to 30 volt. It uses three main elements: the carbon electrodes, the metal catalyst that is used in anode, and it is also provide heat that can form plasma and arc. So the electrodes, if we talk about electrodes, the anode is made of graphite, like the carbon material, and it is also doped with catalyst. The catalyst can be iron, nickel and so forth. So this process is carried out in reduced atmospheric pressure. There are two walls used in this process. If we can see the diagram here, we can also know that there are two windows here and the two walls that are used here. The first wall is used for evacuation, to remove all of the gases inside the chamber, and then the second wall is used to fill up the chamber with inert gas like helium. There is also a cathode holder, and this is cathode here. This is anode. As we have studied that anode is made of graphite and it is doped with catalyst. So how this process occurs? When we apply DC voltage of 20 to 30 volt, this start producing arc like lightning or spark between these two electrodes. First, these two electrodes are not separated, but when we apply voltage, we create the distance between them, so they produce arc. When the distance between them reaches up to 1 millimeter, then they stop producing arc, and this has already produced enough arc to heat up the chamber, and this is very heated up and it forms plasma here. The plasma then reach to the anode and release atoms from here, or we can say that it bombard onto the surface of anode and evaporate the atoms from here, and then these atoms recrystallizes to discharge onto the surface of cathode. We can study this process as well, that how it is occurring. DC voltage is applied. First we know that we will apply the voltage. Okay, after applying this voltage, we can see that there is trigger arc between these two electrodes. It is occurring in plasma arc, like the plasma arcing is formed here. The plasma here is the mixture of carbon vapors, that the electrodes, and the rear gas and the vapors of catalyst. This is the mixture that forms the plasma. Okay, the temperature will be very high because the plasma is ionized gas, and the temperature is reaches towards the 28,000 Celsius. So it is very high temperature that can bombard onto the surface of anode. This plasma is bombarded onto the surface of anode and then evaporate the atoms from here. So we can say that this can bombarded by generating electric arc and will evaporate the graphite anode. These evaporated atoms then recrystallize to form carbon nanotubes, where onto the surface of cathode. We have seen this diagram. We can also study with the help of this diagram. Here is the power supply that is generating 20 to 30 voltage. The distance between them is 1 millimeter. The cylinder diameter is 30 centimeter and its height is 1 meter. Okay, so the gas inlet is here. We can inlet the gas from here when we have to fill the chamber with helium gas, and here is the gas outlet. This gas outlet is first used as we have to create evacuation of the chamber, and here is the catalyst that is used in anode. So how this process occurring, I hope you get it. Thank you.